Hey folks, what's going on? Coach Corey here, and in this quick audio clip, we're talking about lack of point production. That's right, I see it as early as training camp and the beginning of season. I'm getting messages online from players that can't put the biscuit in the basket. That's right, and we're frustrated. This was the worst. Trust me, when I played, you prepare properly, you sleep well, eat well, train well. Some of us are even doing mental training, and we're ready to go, and we can't bury, and it's really, really frustrating. So that's what we're talking about today. We're going to let you know what happens in the brain. We're going to talk about my story playing, and then I'm going to give you some quick tips to help you bury. Here we go.
I am the personal trainer for your mind.
Steps out, hit
So as I mentioned, I'm getting kids, young players, even players that are playing pro that are reaching out and saying, I can't score, there's no point production, I'm losing my mind. So we need to understand that where you focus your attention, your energy goes. In the brain, the more thoughts we have about something, the more we think about that problem. And the more times we think about that, the more we solidify and make that thought stronger. And if it's negative, it's certainly not helping your game. And worst case is we start to believe the narrative. We start to doubt ourselves and we get down on ourselves, and then it just spirals, and before you know it, you're in a full-blown slump. So we want to stop that, prevent it before you get down the road mentally and you're really too frustrated and it's too late because so many games have passed and now you're in this 10-game slump. We don't want to go there. So when I played junior hockey, I lit it up. I had like 5 hat tricks in 2 years. I was fortunate enough to get a scholarship to Canisius College. I played well, but when I got to Canisius, I was the third center behind 2 other guys. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to be on the power play, I wanted to be on the PK, I wanted to be on the first line. And in my head, I perceived that I had to score more goals in order to get those positions. And that was the worst thing I could have done. It didn't really help my game. I ended up playing on the third line and contributing and doing well. But at the time, beginning of the season, I took it as a negative being behind 2 other great players. So I focused on scoring goals over and over and over again. And when I didn't score, I became more frustrated, got down on myself, and then it hurt my game. So I didn't have the greatest freshman year. I learned to scrap that my second year, and it came back stronger. I was 1 point off from leading the team in points my second year because I changed my mindset. And granted, it's difficult to do. 70 to 80% of our thoughts are negatively charged. And yes, we've got close to 70,000 thoughts a day. So if you're negative and down on yourself, it's going to be tough to bounce back. And that's why I want to give you a quick solution today. We want to learn a lesson from Chris Kunitz. Yeah, that's right, Chris Kunitz. Now, we don't think of him as being this rock star, superstar player. He's pretty good, right? This guy's seen and done it all. When I looked at his stats last year, I had no idea that Chris Kunitz was in a 34-game slump. That's right, he didn't produce points for 34 games. We're talking about a guy that was on Sidney Crosby's line for Team Canada, has played 9 seasons with the Pens, but found himself on the 3rd and 4th line last season. With 34 games, I don't know if I would be able to bounce back from that, but 34 games, this guy just stuck to it. Yes, he had had some success in the past. Yes, he has the ability to score goals. Yes, he'd won 3 Stanley Cups before that, but did he freak out, smash sticks, slam gates, waste energy? No. What he did was just stay the course. He was patient. He played to his strengths. He did what he did well. And yes, he's a bit of an agitator and he got under players' skin, but hey, it worked for Chris. And what happens? Boom, he ends up getting the double overtime goal in a 3-2 win in Game 7 against the Ottawa Senators, which gives him a shot to win that cup again. But what a story. What a guy to follow a lead from. Ends up winning 4 Stanley Cups. This guy solidifies himself as a legitimate rock star in the show. Chris Kunitz, you never thought he would be the one that we're talking about, but it is, and it's a big tip. Lack of point production. When you're down and out and you're not scoring, think about Kunitz, think about the good things that he did, think about his mindset going into games, how he played simple, and how the hockey gods went poof and gave him the opportunity to play and shine. So, quick review. Understand what's going on in the brain. Where you focus your attention, your energy goes. The more you think about negative thoughts, the more you solidify that in your brain. The 2 neurons get stronger, the synapses get stronger in your brain, and it's more likely to surface those thoughts. Understand, 70 to 80% of those thoughts are negatively charged on a daily basis. And if we got 70,000 thoughts a day, we really have to be aware of when we're being negative and down on ourselves, when we're not getting points. I went through the same thing, like I mentioned. junior career where I lit it up to struggling my first year of college Division I hockey. I had to change my mindset, stick to my goals, play my role, and I'm having a lot of success the next year, bounce back well. And we're really going to follow Chris Kunitz's lead. Again, the mindset of playing your game, playing simple, do what you do, trust the process, and understand that if you do X, Y, and Z, you're going to end up producing points. So I hope this helps, folks. If you have any questions about this lesson, please feel free to reach out on social media at Mentally Charged. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and hit up mentally-charged.com for our 3 tiers of memberships. That's right, we've got a free one. It entitles you to a whack of free lessons, and you also get a taste of the VIP. So you end up getting 1 piece of paid content that VIP users are using in the Pro and Premium packages. Visit it, check it out, see what MC is all about. That's what we're here for. We're helping you live the charged life. I'm Coach Corey, and we'll talk later.